decided to come out. Got some maggots left over. Didn't want to order any new ones just yet, just wanted to use these ones. So I've got a small pot of maggots. Got some bread, some fish bread, flake. I've got some worms, a lovely lot of red worms and a few lobs. Just decided to come out on the compact float rod, the TFG Compact Float and the TFG Classic Centre Pin, and do some trotting today, using a nice 1 gram alloy stem float. Nice shouldered stem float, that very nice for presentation and being able to mend the line and giving good control and presenting the bait. But that's the sum of it. Got a little bit of ground bait mixture, that's mainline sweet marine, a little bit of liquidized bread mixed in with that, and a little bit of hemp. Just going to feed the swim, see if we can pick up some nice bits and pieces, a few chub, odd roach, some perch and whatnot. Just a few hours, as I say, before, and it's looking like it's building now, before the storms hit. But if I can get a bit longer, I certainly will try to. Got a nice run behind me. I'll turn the camera a little bit so you can see it. And look at that. Whoa. Isn't that a turn on for an angler? Nice bend where the water, it narrows and then opens up into a nice bend, kidney shaped area. Picks up pace, but you've got a multitude of runs. You've got a pacey middle run and you've got slacks both sides. So I'm going to chance my arm in a few of those various runs. See if we can get, as I say, a few perch, a few chub, maybe some roach, gudgeon, dace, and just having an enjoyable few hours trotting. Anyway, I'm not going to waffle this time, I promise. Let's crack on. Let's get the pin out. Let's get the float trotting through some glides. Let's enjoy ourselves. Well, after a few minnows, it's nice to see a young chevin make an appearance. Be careful because of the bank. Oh, slippery customer too. He's a slippery customer. There we go. Nice juvenile chev. Haven't brought a keep net today, just didn't fancy it in case I really wanted to move swims. Nice looking striping. Kind of what I was hoping for in this swim as well. It's got all those kind of features for a decent perch. Try and hand line this one. Not hand line, just to hand. It's not a bad looking fish. There we go. Very pretty rouge finned young perch. Lovely. Absolutely beautiful. Very nice. I can hear the kingfisher coming. There he goes. I don't know if the camera caught that. Kingfisher just went through. Ah, this is an enjoyable start, isn't it? Another couple of anglers just gone downstream as well. So A few others hoping for a fish or two. Little days. Just love doing trips like this. You know, I love my barbel fishing. I've certainly lately been enjoying it a hell of a lot of it. I always tend to anyway. I like having days out where you're just running a float through. Maybe I'm getting old, or maybe, just like anyone with any common sense, I realise it's enjoyable. And in my opinion, there's a lot of skill to accurately feeding and presenting a float fish bait. Like another perch. Yeah. Some nice ones in the spot. Some nicely vividly marked ones. Probably some better ones, I should think too. There we go. Oh, lovely. Beautiful. A young chub. Wish I could show you guys better the float and the actual swim a bit better, but because I'm down low and the bank's high, it's not easy. Definitely getting quite a few day spites. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, no. Pike's grabbed the perch. I don't think. Oh, let it go. Quick. Wind. Oh, you're a lucky perch. That is one hell of a lucky perch. Saw that pike come out and grab him. Wow, he's got off with a couple of marks on his tail, that's all. Very lucky perch. Very lucky. Thought the feeding got a little bit patchy. Mr. Pike. There we go. Grabbed on his tail, made it a little bit tatty, but it's none of the worse. Well, none the worse for wear. Our little days. Bit annoying, I've got some crinkle in my line and it's not helping the float and line run through the eyes very easily. Should really take it out and heat it up on my knee to get rid of the crinkle. Trouble is I don't want to stop trotting at the moment. So small chump, really slow going now. Ever since that pike gate crash and grabbed that perch, it's gone quite slow. Almost tempted to move swims. Perfectly formed redfin, beautiful condition, bright orange Little stripy. It's been quite slow going since that pike went through the swim. Oh, this is a nice swim. Just tapers from a shallow run to a nice feature filled area that's a little bit deeper. It's a nice cover. Got me sparing with my maggots, haven't got any left. Little gudgeon. I've actually had four really large ones, but I left the camera off and just moved to the adjacent swim. They're all chunky ones. This is actually quite a small chap. Quite an array of species today. This is what I used to, I tell you what, as a child, I used to love catching these fish in shallow on the Loddon. These are these, oh, these are what I used to call freshwater sardines. Very lively one too. That's the old bleak. Oh, come back you. Yeah, bleak. So I had quite an array of species today. This one's a lively soul and a slippery customer. That's a nicer dace. Oh, nice looking silver dart. Better stamp of dace. Slightly bigger. Gonna get the bar of soap slip back though. Nice run behind me. If I just move to the side. Really nice run through here. You've got cover, you've got a little weed channel downstream. This is quite a nice uniform run, but even though it's uniform in shape, the actual underneath contours, you've got nice gullies close in, so you can run a very close line literally under your feet and you're going to get bits and pieces, you're going to get bites. And then you've got the main channel which sweeps in under the trees. real good chub haunt. Had some good chub out of this spot on link leisure. It's a nice swim, you know. And if it was a roasting day, this is one of those swims that you'd be quite happy to be in and fish all day regardless of the heat, because you've got some shelter and you've got some shade. Anyway, let's crack on. Nice to get back into a spot that's actually feeding at the moment anyway, because the other spot, that pike really, it's got to be hanging about in the swim. You know what pike are like, and it's died on its feet as such. So it's a wise choice to move, I feel. Getting a few nice gudgeon here. Real tubby one, this nice and long, very thick and fat. Beautiful fish, really beautiful. Do love a gonk. There's a nicer gudgeon. Very nice looking fish. Fantastic. Iridescent scales, almost like mother of pearl. So beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful blue silver sheen. So nice. I just switched to worm to try to get away from the minnows. Very picture perfect stripey. As I say, just switched to worms because the minnows were getting a bit annoying. So yeah, getting a few roach, dace, gudgeon, perch in this particular spot. So we're going to keep on until it runs dry. Do wish I brought more maggots with me. I'm getting, well, I was only not even a full small pot, was it? And it's very low, so I'm starting to use them as hook baits only. Got some liquidized bread mixed with the mainline sweet marine. I've got some more of that left, so been feeding that in place of the maggots. But yeah, going to crack on until it dries up in this swim, then maybe mosey on downstream. Nice spot though, nice day just to be out, nice to be catching a few fish. Do excuse the camera angles, it's hard in some of those swims to be able to show you the float trotting through and me playing the fish or striking the fish either I show you the me, you know, in the video, mending the line and moving the rod and then striking and playing the fish, or I show you the float. It's one or the other, and it's not easy to do both, as I say, so I'm trying to kind of strike a middle ground as always with these trotting videos. Yeah, just heard a chub jump downstream. Might switch the bread in a little bit. Got a fair few slices of that with me. Oh, that's a plumper one. Nice take on the red worm. Lovely gold, lime colours and black bars, and very lively too. Yeah, enjoying roving about with the float. Just deciding to run the worm in a little bit closer under the undercut, bang right under my feet. Nice little bite, nice little scrap off. It's beautifully proportioned, quite fat, chubby little juvenile perch. Very nice too. Get a few more goes here and I think I'll mosey on further downstream. Right, well I was going to pack up, but I can't resist going to that spot where I had the big perch. And I have actually taken the float off and hastily stuck on a link ledger. But as I was going to say, I was out of maggots and I met another guy further down the stretch. Chris, if you're watching this, thank you very much. He had some maggots he was only going to throw, he said, and would I like some, so I have topped up my tub. Really good of you, and I do appreciate that a lot. So yeah, I think we're going to, because it's got a nice tip action, this TFG Compact Float Rod, it's fine for using a link ledge with. I think we're going to head up to that swim, bait up with some of the maggots that Chris has gave me, and put a worm or two through there and see if we can get connected to a few more good perch. At least that's the plan. It's been enjoyable anyway. I hope you guys have enjoyed the footage. Just a mixed bag of, you know, not massive fish, but very wholesome and enjoyable ones, and a nice plethora good variety of species. Nice to always see juvenile fish, nice to see a variety of species, bleak, dace, chub, gudgeon, roach, perch, you know, really nice to see. Anyway, let's mosey on upstream and get in that swim, shall we? Nicely conditioned little stripey. That's just on a lobworm. But thanks for the maggots, Chris, as I said. Very good of you. It's hard to resist such a nice spot. Well, you can never tell one trip from another, can you? The other trip I had that lovely big perch in this swim, and I had a few other smaller perch. Oh, what was I saying? Oh dear. Well, it's here, didn't it? Speak of the devil. What was I saying? Ah, it's a pike. It's a pike on the lobworms. Should I say on the redworms? Cheeky blighter. As I was saying, had that big perch the last trip, so I thought before I left, after finishing on the float, to come here, and I've only had the one perch, small perch, and it's been a struggle. It shows you, fishing trips vary so much. I've got this pike and it looks well hooked in the scissors. It's only a jack. In you go, you cheeky so-and-so. Oh dear, it certainly took that. Those two trips the same. Thought I'd come in here, as I say, got given some extra maggots by a very kind person fishing further downstream, and thought I'd try for some more perch, but I've struggled. Changed over from the float, should have stayed on the float, shouldn't I? And changed over to link ledges to try for some more perch here, and just the one perch, and this cheeky so-and-so, lovely markings, cheeky jack. Still welcome though, good scrap, tore off just as I was saying. Oh, it's been very quiet in this spot. Oh, this is another pike. If it is, it's a bigger one, I can tell you that. Over that way, it's a supercharged perch. I like it, it's a good perch. It's a good perch, guys. Oh, come on. This is a good perch. Really, it's a good perch, guys. Kid you not. And it's taking me all over the show. Oh, no. Lovely, very nice too. It's a nice fish. I have to check it's not a recapture though. Seems like a different fish to me. Yep, different fish. Wow, that is a nice fish too. Yep, different fish. A real tatty tail. That's a nice looker, man. Wow, seems to be a good holding zone for some decent perch. Really does. Well, I'm happy. What was I just saying? Wish I hadn't changed from the float. Bang. That's a nice looker. Very dark looking fish, this one. Very nice too. Well, how about that, guys? I've not weighed it yet. It's a gorgeous fish, and I can promise you it's not a recapture. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. This fish has actually got a strike mark here by another predator. It's not the same fish. Plus, I'm very, very fastidious with recaptures, trust me. I like catching fish, but recaptures are another issue. Tails, not withered like the last fish, but it has, and it's also got tatty veins as well. But yeah, what a porker. Look at that. Wonderful, eh? It's a lovely fish. Give it a quick weigh. I'm going to recuperate it first always. But yeah, look at that. What a beauty. Draw myself back. How's about that? Time to say goodbye. It's a rather beautiful perch, that. No bad, not bad at all. Off you go, back to the depths, powered away. Beautiful. Well, I'm all packed up. It's been really enjoyable, nice. You know, I like, you know, trying lots of swims with a link leisure, but having a nice trot on the centre pin and hopping between swims is, you know, really, really, really enjoyable and wholesome activity. It always keeps your eyes on the go, doesn't it? Especially when you've got day spites. But yeah, it's been a nice variety of species today. Albeit I didn't have enough maggots to feed in some of the swims, so when it was drying up with bites where if you had enough maggots you could have got them going again, I had to skip into another swim, try my luck there with a very scant amount of ground bait and maggots. I should have brought more loose fed ground bait really. I made a small amount up just to save in weight to bring it, but really should have made a bigger amount up to make up for the lack of maggots. But yeah, then I skipped into swims and just casting, feeding very, very frugal so as not to run out with my maggots. And yeah, it was great. Dace, chub, bleak, gudgeon, roach, perch, yeah, a pike. You know, it's been a real multi-species day. It's really enjoyable. I like those kind of days, you know. As much as I said earlier, I like fishing for specimen fish, be that big perch, big barbel, big chub, etc. I like my days where you know, you're float fishing, you're concentrating. And not so sure I like them to have as less with the maggots that I had. But yeah, I was really, really fortunate. Just to say thanks to Chris, who I met at the bottom end of the stretch, who said to me, hello Mark, I watch your videos. It's really nice to meet you, Chris, and thank you for offering me your maggots. Even though you said to me, you know, I'm throwing away, but you can have them if you want. You know, you didn't have to do that, and it's really kind of you. And you helped me out a lot there, because I come back into the swim where I had that large perch on the other video, and I wanted to have another go because I know it's, you know, sometimes when you get one large perch you can get others in a holding zone, and I just wanted to have a go. So I switched the float rod, which has got a fastish soft top and fast action, switched it over to a link leisure, baited up with the maggots Chris gave me, and sat there. I had one perch. I thought, they're going to be sketchy. Is it going to be a different day today in this swim? Then I had a lovely marked and cheeky jack pike snuffling a redworm, and then I actually thought I was into another small pike. It went off that well. It really hammered me, gave me a good scrap on the centre pin. Lovely 2 pound 7 ounce perch, and I can promise you it's not a recapture because it's not the same size as the other. It's got a strike mark on its back and its tail is totally different. And I always like to be transparent with that, because, you know, as much as I like seeing that a fish is in good condition and it's still alive, I don't like having recaptures really. So I'm very, very fastidious. But yeah, another nice perch. Thanks to Chris giving me the maggots. That's very good of you, as I say. It's been thoroughly enjoyable. Scratched around in that first swim after the pike jumped on one of my perch and pinched its tail. Really must be hanging in the zone after that, because I couldn't get it to get going again. I couldn't seem to fire it up, so then I moved on. I had a few fish from other swims, but yeah, it's been enjoyable. Another nice perch. You know, I love catching them, I love targeting them. I like it when it's going right for once. But I've got to say, as ever, as much as I like playing fish on a front drag reel, on a fixed ball front drag reel, playing them with thumb control, it's heart in the mouth. As one of my subscribers said, it's visceral. It is. And that thumb control, I tell you what, I still say it every time. I've landed plenty of fish on fixed ball reels. I use fixed ball reels enough. But yeah, centre pins, when you get used to the thumb control, they do land your fish where you wouldn't necessarily land them, or you might have had a hook pull on a fixed ball reel. I do fully believe that. I really do. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed filming it, editing it, and bringing it to you guys. I must say, you really do make me enjoy uploading, and I do get a lot of enjoyment out of meeting some of you when you're on the bank. And it's always a pleasure to know the videos are enjoyed. That's why I like to make them. Anyway, if you have enjoyed it, do take time to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, that's a crying shame, really. I hope for your sake that you have made better decisions in your life, and you take a better decision right now, and do solemnly swear allegiance to the Fishing for Memories channel by hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon. You'll be kept up to date with all my latest uploads and a back catalogue of old ones. Anyway, I've got to trundle my way home, so until my next video, tight lines guys. Wherever you're wetting the line, I hope you're having a good time and you're staying safe and healthy, and more importantly, your family is healthy. See you on the flip side on another video. Take care.